Now, in this next half hour, every piece of art is a 2011 KVIE Art Auction Award winner. It's the big half hour. A quick overview of these right now. Mechanics Garage. That is coming up as well. And then that's it right there. That is a beautiful, that is the best looking Mechanics Garage I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's a good
I'm going to take that one off there while you can move on and keep calling in your support for that one. Let's move on to this beautiful, really cool Kyle Simpson Mechanics Garage. $75 bid, retail of $250, and this won the Juror Award for photography. You know what? When we were over there, I thought it was a painting.
No, and you only get to win one Juror's Award. And what was funny about this is I had two jurors actually fighting over who was going to give it an award.
Really?
Because the contemporary juror, Phil Cunningham, really loved the image, and then Paula Wenzel, Belisara, who was our photography judge, also really loved it because it's amazing technically.
What is that on?
It is mounted on a sheet of aluminum.
It's aluminum, just fitting for a garage.
Yeah, and then the photograph is actually printed on this new paper that people are using that I really love. That actually has a metallic thread through it. Oh. So that's what makes these lockers feel like they're really made out of steel.
I cannot believe that's a photograph.
Well, don't touch it.
Okay.
Don't touch it.
I won't touch it.
I know, that's the first thing you want to do.
You want to touch it?
It looks like, yeah, it really, it looks like it's being lit from the other side, or it's been painted on glass.
Well, when we were across the studio, I was looking at it thinking, what a neat painting.
Yeah, it's just an amazing piece.
And it's at $75, retail at $250. It's a Juror's Award that you can take home tomorrow by Kyle Simpson. Juror's Award for photography, Dee.
Yep, and this photo was taken inside the garage of a hot rod builder in Sonora, California. So it was not staged.
I'm
so
still
it's a real
confused
play.
that it's a picture because it's just so cool.
Yeah, it's, well, the colors, the artist has you know, when it was printed, they made the colors so vibrant, and I love the way they have it mounted.
What a talented person.
It floats. It has it's on an easel, so you can't see what it looks like on a wall, but it actually has another plate behind it and a spacer, so the piece floats off the wall about an inch.
Yeah, it's about almost an inch, yeah.
Yeah, so the piece looks like it's actually floating in front of the wall instead of hung on it. So it gives even more dimension.
A lot of work into this, Kyle.
Yeah.
I can see why Kyle.
And it was the first time they made a submission.
Really?
I know. So it's a young artist. It's time to pick up the work.
Okay, so let's go over to Heath on the phone for an update. Heath?
Okay, folks, we're talking about an amazing piece. It's a Juror's Award piece. We have a current bid of $80. $80 on a retail of $250 on one of the more unique pieces in the auction this year. I was here when he dropped it off. Kyle Simpson, amazing, amazing guy. When he dropped this piece off, the very first thing that came to my mind was industrial. Not just because of the image, but the way that it is framed on this beautiful metal framing. I think this would be perfect in your home. This would be perfect in your office if this is the type of work that you do, because it's a classy looking piece. And you know what? $80, and you can take this piece home and make it part of your collection. That's all it takes. We have a bell ringer on the previous piece, and I'm going to look back over here on Dusty Day, 26B, $400. We've got a bell ringer. Congratulations. But that means you can keep calling in and you can keep bidding on these pieces. That's what we need you to do right now. Back to Rob and Dee.
Okay, and Dee and I are just sitting here monitoring the numbers because we have a screen over here too. I think we're up to 100 now on Mechanics Garage, which is great. So we have an auction going on that one as well. It just went up from 80 to 100. So let's get that auction going. Let's call for, why don't we just go ahead and call for 150 on that one?
I think it's definitely worth it.
It's a beautiful, beautiful picture. Mechanics Garage. It floats off of your wall about an inch by Kyle Simpson, who did this for KVIE. And you said that this was taken in a hot rod garage.
Yes, and he liked the fact that especially if you look in here, you could look at this piece for hours. Every little part, even the little tracks on the floor, tell a story.
You know, this would be nice to give to the man for his man cave.
Yeah.
You know.
Or if you have somebody who's a hot rod builder. He's a young artist. It's the time to pick up his work. He just graduated from the Photography Institute in New York.
Oh, he's going to be a collector.
So he is educated.
Yes, absolutely.
And this is what he's doing with his life. He's making art. He's
$200 bucks.
$200.
Awesome. Let's get this up to $250. We've got several people on the phone interested in Kyle's beautiful work. Kyle Simpson, Mechanics Garage. We're calling for $250 for this piece because it is well worth it and more. Kyle is going to be a collectible. I can Definitely guarantee you. We're going to take this one off the air and let the battle continue for Kyle's piece of beautiful artwork, and we will give you an update on that one in just a minute.
Now is the time to do it.
a-
I'm going to send it back over to Robin D.
Okay, thank you so
We're
much.
at 400.
What'd you say?
We're at
Oh, wow.
400.
Mechanics Garage just jumped up from $250 to $400. So that one is still going strong over in our phone bank.